Ah. Well, welcome in. This is day 2 of playing Strange Antiquities, and I was too busy loving on my cat, and I forgot that I was supposed to be playing a game. That's my fault. I'm also drinking coffee, so I was also forgetting that I was supposed to be playing a game. Welcome in to the chaos, but we're gonna be kind of low-key chaos today, not high-key chaos, because Plisky didn't get enough sleep last night and woke up early for the stream. So you guys get cat butt because I'm loving on my cat right now. And this is how we do it. Haha. But yeah, welcome in. We are doing Strange Antiquities today. I'm pretty sure these antiques are all cursed. But we're going to sell them to people. Because people deserve... ducks! People deserve ducks. That's what people deserve. People deserve ducks. Oh yeah, I've got this piece of paper. I still don't know what it does. I'm going to put it over here. And I got this. I'm going to put that over here. Cat, lay down. Come over here and lay down. Okay. Stay there. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Yeah, Callista. You could be a little desk. With everybody else. As you can see, I have the little desks there with everybody. I think it's Zep. Yeah, I have Zep and Jade on their desks with me. So everybody can be hanging out. Yes, you need to decorate your desk. Right now we're at the classroom in On Together. Okay, I'm not gonna pet you anymore. I have streaming to do. Come lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Okay, don't lay down. She has decided I'm going to pet her all stream. This is what we're doing. This is the whole stream. Congratulations, everybody. This is the stream. A cat getting scritched. That's the stream. Okay, go lay down. So, yes, we are doing Strange Antiquities. And I forgot where we're at, but we are on day 8. We're on day 8, which is Thursday. And I have solved absolutely nothing. But I hope I've helped some people, maybe? Maybe? I have opened a few things, and I found this that goes in here, but I haven't figured out how to put it in yet. I have not figured out how to put it in. So, as if I didn't have enough on my plate right now, my sister Bonnie has been acting strange lately. She never got over the death of our father. She always blamed Mr. Potter for his role in it, and now with all this happening, she's got it in her head that he's behind it somehow. I'm worried she's going to do something stupid. If she comes in here, whatever you do, do not give her anything dangerous. Well, I don't give people the dangerous things. I've been not doing that. I want to give her a keepsake to let her know that she is still loved. I've seen people gifting one another wooden totems, but I don't know what they're called. A wooden totem. Wooden totem. Lay down, cat. Lay down. Nobody has redeemed treats for you, so I have no treats for you. That's not wood. No. 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 Hi, Laura. Welcome in. And yes, we have cat. We have cat. There is cat. If she'd ever get in front of the camera. No, I'm not going to pet you the entire stream. That is not how that is not how this works. You lay in your bed and you entertain the people. Yes, this is my cat with the dog program. Uh instead of having the 3 pets and she's done, she's like, no, no, you're never done. You are not done. You need to pet me forever. Forever. She'll let me get under her. She lets me get under her stomach too. She doesn't care. She don't care. You can pet wherever you want. She doesn't care. Petting is petting. She doesn't care. My cat is broken. Okay, here. Nobody's redeemed it, but I know I can get you into the right spot if I trick you. Yes, this is what you want. This is the only reason you're here. Okay, if you bite me, I swear. No, that's a thumb. That's what you're after. Okay. That's what she's after. Don't give me that look. You get 2. You know you get 2. You only get 2. Yeah, this has been a game that I've been eager to play since I got it, and I've been waiting for stream to do it because it's so good. Looking for a wooden thing. Yeah, it might be. I'll look in the... My dog has no bones in her body, I swear. Flexibility on that dog is insane. I often find her sleeping in a 90-degree angle on the edge of the couch or with her entire body twisted the most uncomfortable looking way. Try to help her get comfortable. She's like, no, let me be uncomfortable. Yeah. That's, see, this one will cinnamon roll. And I'm like, that looks kind of uncomfy. And she's just like, nah, I'm just gonna roll in this most adorable fashion. And I'm like, okay, well, you do you. You do you. And she does. She really does. No, I did not want to close that. I did not want to close that. Wood. There's that. Older Scythian charms are carved out of wood, but a more powerful design made use 2 planetary metals, and 2 are identical. They are used by horticulturists to encourage stubborn plants to thrive. They change with the weather. That's not what I want. Is that what I want? Worn about the neck to place them closer to the heart. These innocent-looking items instill fear. No, that's not what I want. So I need something made of wood. This is... Wooden totems, but I don't know what they're called. Lady, I'm as lost as you are. A Selenic totem, maybe? Moon hearts can be feeling such as love and joy, and then held tightly recall the same feeling. Light colored wood. Okay, yeah. Yes, okay. Unfortunately, I have some bad news to share. Jack Hungerford is not responding well to the Duranthium tea. If anything, he appears to have sunk deeper into the trance. I daren't try anything else in case I make things worse. Okay. Oh. I had to guess on that one. Yes, this is the same universe and same. They mentioned the horticulture shop a couple times. So yeah. They do mention the horticulture shop. Those silly sods at Colgarth Hall wouldn't let me in to look around. It seems I've upset the little lord who lives there at some point in the past. Allegedly, I refused to perform an exorcism on his haunted house. He didn't like my suggestion that it might be the local kids playing pranks on him because he's a mean old git. I'm not so easily put off, though. Do you have a Tenebrin cloak I could use this evening? I've got some snooping to do. Lady. Upon activation of a Tenebrin cloak, can create a sphere of uncharted darkness that will cloak all within its reach. A single stone set in bronze gives power to... single stone set in bronze. So we're looking for bronze. No. Feline. Well, that's got a single stone. But is that bronze? Might be. Feline. Can I help you? The darkness. I'll look it up. Is there a symbol for darkness? I don't know. Apparently not. Okay. That's gold. Okay, so not this. I actually drew and yeah, designed and drew and colored and fought with this design a lot because I have like I spent 3 days fighting with this piece of art because my hands decided to not cooperate with me the entire time and I was dying. So yeah, that was a fun time. But yeah, this is my artwork and it was fun to do. I greatly enjoyed it. And thank you for yeah, thank you. Uh it was one of those projects where it was Monday and my streams were supposed to be coming back on Friday and I was panic drawing and my fingers decided to go numb. And I'm like, okay, well, we are going to finish this anyway. Because this is not happening. Oh, this is bronze. Could it possibly be this thing? No, not this. Crap. But that is bronze. So yes, my fingers did not want to cooperate. This is bronze. Is it this thing? No, it's not. Crap. This is bronze. No. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Okay. I got my sanity roll. We're fine. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Ah! Okay, it's not this thing. So what is it? Hmm. Do I have one? Oh, if this PNG reminds you of a phoenix, then that's good because that's what I was going for. That is 100% what I was going for. Okay, so it's not this. A single stone set in bronze gives power to these totems. My wild guess. Okay, I bumped into Eli at the station yesterday before he left for Oxford. His train was late, so we had a brief chat, and he suddenly remembered something he wanted to tell you. I told him I'd pass on the message. Okay. In other news, I've got a little something for you if you're interested. It's going to cost you, but it's worth it. A map of the catacombs. Very rare. Worth a lot to someone in your line of work, I imagine. All I'm asking for a return is a valant. A what? One of these. The holes in a valant are roughly equal size and spacing. They are used by the adventurers to help them find their way. A curious pulse can be felt where its power concentrates. What? So it's got holes. This? Curious pulse. Warm. Nothing to remark. I have nothing to remark. So, not this. This? Weathered. No. All I know is it's got holes. This thing? Huh. It's not this thing. Not this thing. No. I don't get it. Roughly equal size and spacing. Must be this thing. Or this thing. So I don't have anything else with equal size spaced holes. I'm gonna try this thing. Hey, get back here. No. This one? No. Damn it. Ah. I don't know. Some of these were really easy to figure out. Some of these just are not. I'll try this one. No. Ah, great. Now I gotta do the dice roll again. Okay. Ugh. Come on. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. Yeah. I keep forgetting to mention it'd be helpful for you to read Dr. Roberts' booklet on curses. You'll find them in the cupboard hidden in the counter. Thank you. I already opened that cupboard here. I don't know. But I'm still trying to find this thing. Ah. And I need to find what I'm looking for. Okay. This thing has holes. Stone. Nothing. Curious pulse. Pulsing. Is it this thing? I finally found. It's the only other thing that had holes in it. You can go back to your spot. Oh. Nope. You can go in the map hole. I feel like I'm going crazy here. I know who's behind this madness, all those people with the pitch black eyes, but nobody's listening to me. I've seen it happen before. 7 years ago, my father died the same way. Well, since nobody will listen, I'm going to take care of it myself. Okay. A Corvin's Might, please, and I'll be on my way. A Woody what? Corvin's Might. Oh. A Corvin's Might, sometimes called an Eagle's Gift, is an assassin's tool that makes use of Wixic power. When the warrior queen Corvin was surrounded and close to defeat, a gift came to her from an unlikely source. With it, she turned the tide of battle, and the legend of the Bloody Queen was born. Wixic. That. Well, lady? Corvin. Well, that's the only time that's... The sleep vessel. And the binding seed. Just here. An Eagle's Gift. These objects pay homage to the Bloody Queen's gift. Ah. Well... We have a stone with a talon. And look at this thing. I mean, look at this thing. Maybe? It was! It was a bloody stone! The design of this item represents the eagle's gift. The bloodstone hints at it being used for dark purposes. A bloodstone belonged to the Wixic Look at that thing! How could it not be? Okay, let's end the day. As his mind roiled in confusion, he watched through his remaining good eye as his partner lunged towards the satchel that contained the casket. To his horror, he saw that his partner's eyes were black. What am I tracing? What? What? No, it's not here. Okay, it's got to be one of these. The exact shape. That one? This one? This one? Yes. I squeezed through a partially collapsed passageway and emerged in a small chamber. Glinting in the flickering torchlight, I catch sight of a pendant draped across an old gravestone. Oh. Okay. Hello, kitten. My awakening ceremony takes place at the convent tomorrow. I will need a talon. Okay. Talon. A what? The League of the Amphibian Heart uses these items as part of its grim initiation rite. They guard their secrets closely, but it is said that they worship the ancient, nameless gods, communing with them via the broken path. Acolytes must press the tip of the talon hard against their cheekbone to the point of drawing blood. They perform this act nightly for 49 days, 7 sevens, after which the scar will forever mark them. Ugh. So... that's kinda nuts. The Nameless God. So that's the only place that's... Yeah, that's the only place that's... That's the only place that's done. Looks like that. Is it this thing? It is. The shape of the nails tips match the scar. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ugh. 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 I can't. I can't. I've been working my way through the journal, but it's going, it's heavy going. I keep coming back to this series of sketches. Does this mean anything to you? Could it relate to plinths? Okay. No, this relates to this. I think I've been cursed. 2 weeks ago, I was quietly minding my own business in the Guilty Ram when a stranger came up to me. Okay. He handed me a book titled The Changes of Dr. Learmonth before leaving. Something about it intrigued me enough to take it home with me. Ever since I read the first page, I have been having terrible nightmares, and they're getting worse. I spoke to Dr. Robertson, and she sent me here. Nightmares. Things for nightmares. The sleep vessel. They help people stay awake beyond natural limits, restoring their fatigue. No, that's not. That's not gonna help him. Protects against insanity in all its forms. I think that's what this thing is. No. That's not gonna help him. Do they want me to give him... They want me to give him that thing? Tell me they... Don't tell me they want me to give him that thing. They can't want me to give him that thing. They want me to give him that thing. No, they don't. So what do they want me to give him? No idea. Uh, no. I have no idea what to give this guy. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Gymnast. Small tokens. Submerged in the liquid full cycle. Cleansed effect. Not that. Withstand fire and flame. Not that. Levitation. Not that. Nook is the way to carve thoughts. Is the way to carve thoughts from the mind of another. If done with skill, the third party may have no realization that the thought was ever there at all. Ray. Not that. All of a sudden to relieve discomfort caused by otherwise including not that. Designed to be hidden from prying eyes when activated by moving the object in a circular motion. The key is revealed by its gemstone of light. Not that. This is fun, trying to figure out what he wants. One page at a time. I already tried this. And apparently he's not insane. Ah. It's not that. Nope. Inflicting pain. Fear and paranoia. Okay. Been plagued by nightmares. Changes of Dr. Learmont. Changes of Dr. Learmont. Wonder if that has anything to do with it. Hmm. You don't know. Though that note did say, and I did just read, he's cursed, but I don't know. And I still can't get it. Like, I cannot get this thing to stay in there. Oh. Holy shit! Wait a second. Oh. Oh. I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass. Oh look, I got a thing. Yeah, I need ducts.
I am not demure. I am depressed. I am not mindful. I am mentally unstable.
I am mentally unstable.
I am crippled with anxiety.
Yep.
Kinda cute though.
I'm only a little cute. Look, I have a book. I have a book. I have a book. Kinda cute though. Okay. You have a curse. Blackheart. The heart of sufferers feels constricted as though it's clamped on a vice. Blah, blah, blah. Characteristics of by necrosis of the flesh. While those affected appear to be able to breathe normally, they feel as though they are choking. The subject has a sensation of burning from the inside out. Poison of the mind. Those suffer from this curse speak of increasing noctis sight. You are suffering from noctis sight, sir. This can go in my archives. Noctis sight. What do you need? A Moonstone Guardian. For the banishment of Hobsphere and Noctis sight. Those... a comforting guardian. A comforting guardian, like what? Like a cat? A cat is pretty comforting. Yes, a cat. This item features a moonstone. A cat could be considered a comforting guardian. Like my cat. There's not much that can unsettle me these days, but I found something in Calgarth Hall that I'd rather I hadn't. Lava just got in trouble. Lava is not a comforting guardian. In the cellar where they found those two poor girls, I came across a bubbling black mess that it was oozing from the rock itself. There seems there's a sickness in Undermere. It's in the earth and the water, and it's spreading. I suppose it falls to me to find out where it's coming from. If it's underground, then underground's where I'll start to see if it I could find anything in the catacombs. I realize now that I've been a little careless. I've been getting headaches. I won't go into the catacombs without a sextrum. A sextrum. Ah, I believe this is what you're looking for. I figured that one out early. My coffee got cold. He tried to use a diverging hook on his partner as he had done on himself, but he could find no part of him that had not been taken over by the infection. His partner's hands ripped at the satchel, tearing it open and sending the black casket tumbling out. Ooh. Below a moon that does not shine, there is no mark upon my shrine. In the dark but not alone, my neighbor bears a cross of stone. Oh. Oh. No. Below a moon that does not shine. Found it. I find the blank tombstone without too much trouble, but there is nothing else here. Feeling foolish, I begin to make my way back to the surface when suddenly I see it, tucked away in a natural crack in the rock, a stone totem. This is what I came for. Oh. Where do I put you? Oh, right here. Got plenty of space. Look at that. I traveled a long way searching for an eye of the forest. I read stories about the Dreher of old who would hunt in a partnership with an eagle, seeing what they would see soaring on the wind. I intend to rekindle this lost custom. Perhaps you know something about it. An eye. Let me put my map away. Known as the Eyes of the Forest, these ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. It's alleged that Cernunnos himself wielded an eye. Is it this thing? No. Of course it's not the easy thing. Nah. So, okay. It gives me no hints about it. Eyes of the Forest. Yes. Yes. Using the index of the book, I can find a sketch of Cernus holding an item that looks very similar to this one. Oh, I didn't look. The J gemstone, Stone of Nature, hints at the connection that I didn't look. Ooh, mail! I was expecting to talk with Verona Green this morning, but she wasn't at home. Unusual for her. I hope she's okay. Here's the mail. If you can spare time, we'd appreciate your help. There's something unusual in our house. You can't miss us. We're the only detached house on Ruskin. Ruskin. Where's Ruskin? Heath. Pine. Field Headley. Ransom. Farfields. Ruskin. Only detached house. I'm greeted by a tired-looking middle-aged woman who immediately offers me tea. I gratefully accept, enjoying the social ritual before we meander toward the point of my visit. She leads me to up the stairs into the attic. A single small window does little to dispel the gloom, but our eyes slowly adjust. When we hear the voices, at first I think it's the house creaking in the window, soft murmuring groans, but that seem to come from the walls themselves. But then I start to feel as though a conversation is happening too quiet to make any sense of. Was that not the house? Oh, I have to... Okay. Okay. Marked by telltale blue tints. Effects of the mouth, tongue. First, the thing, house creaking in the wind, soft murmuring groans that seem to come from the walls themselves. It's all conversation happening too quiet to make any sense of. Constricted. It should burn you from the inside out. Was in the mind. Blue tint to the eyes. No, they need a... What was it? A shadow hold? An ascetic spirit. It's creeping dark. No, not that. So what do they need? They need something different. Quick, chat, what do they need? Wandering Shroud. Shroud's going to be benign, but occasionally they attack kind of be restrained. It's brightly colored in the light, but clouds that. Nope. Nope. Cemeteries. They need something. They need a thing for the voices in their house. Not that. Okay, let's start at the beginning. Receptacle. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the at the same time. Cannot be stored indefinitely. It's for the mind. Nope, that's for that. Felt to the touch. Lure the breathe underwater. One path. Seed. Nose guard. Safe to drink. Strong smelling liquid. Break curses, hexes. Withstand fire and flame. Levitation. Pull thoughts away from the mind. Relieve discomfort. Dispel melancholy. Enhance physical strength. Pass on recognize. Amplify sound. We can use a hearing charm. With the hearing charm, I suddenly find myself able to pick up every small sound without difficulty. The whispered voices become clearer, and my heart beats faster as I hear what they're saying. They're discussing a section of the wall where some of the bricks are loose. Carefully, I pull them away to reveal a small cavity. Inside, to my horror, is a human skull, its dark eyes staring lifelessly back at me. At the insistence of the voices, I reach inside the cavity and my hand closes around an unusual-looking item. Immediately, the voices fall silent and my heightened senses are left with the whooshing drumbeat of the blood being pumped around my body. Okay. Well, let's not do that again. I didn't like that. My father's sword has a space in the hilt where a shimmer should go, but he sold it to buy whiskey a long time ago. For whatever reason, he never did sell the sword itself. I wanted to restore it to its former glory. You want a shimmer? Oh, that can go in my archives. These belong to a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. Oh. They induce calm rage in the face of an unimaginable horrors of battle, allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chest plate, but it didn't save him from being slain in the Battle of Southern Fell in 1356. So you wore it there. Yep. That thing. Pendant would fit into the slot shown in the sketch. The topaz and obsidian gemstones hint at calm rage, whereas the malachite suggests foresight and staying one step ahead. got an achievement for petting the cat. I work at the steel mill in Keswick, and I don't think there's a one of us that hasn't suffered a nasty burn. Do you think that it has anything? I do. I actually do. I know there's a thing. It's, I don't remember what it is. But there's a picture of a snake. Here. The Cyrene Ward, made from a basilisk scales, a material known to endure intense heat. These unusual objects can permit the bearer to withstand fire and flame and remain unharmed. So it's made of basilisk scales. It's gonna be scaly. So I'm looking for something scaly. Not you. Do I have it? A brown shard of some kind? So, not that thing. I have to have it. Oh, come on. Which one of you is it? It's got to be one of you. This is the only snake-looking thing I have. Okay, yeah, that feels leathery. That feels leathery. So I'm gonna try this. Yeah, because it's the only snake-looking thing I have. This item features a basilisk scale. The amber and obsidian gemstones hit it connection to fire. Thanks. My wife will be relieved. I found this down at the side of the counter here just now while I was waiting. Don't know if it's anything important or not. Oh! No, what? Okay, now what? Well, it's not that one. Oh, no. Got that in the wrong spot. That one? No. Why is this so freaking hard? This one. No, that's the second one. Okay, that's the second one. The second one is Dradic. Got the second one. No. There. No. No. Which one did I not try? Okay, not that one. Is it Noctic I have not tried? Okay, so it's Noctic first. So Noctic, Dradic, and then Selenic. So Noctic. And then Dradic. And then, yep. Okay. So I found out what this means. But what is this? Dots! Oh, there's a cat treat redeemed while I was trying to figure that out. Oh, you know. You saw it. Here, don't bite me. There were ducks in the way, you couldn't see it. So I know what that means now. But what? So aquamarine. Green. Obsidian? No. Maybe. There's a lot of possibilities. Judgment is coming. We worship the warrior not out of love, but because he is powerful, because he demands our fear. What use is a god that you are not afraid of? Those of us who read Holgar's teachings have known about the prophecy for a long time, and now the casket will finally be opened. It contains his final lesson for those who will not kneel. It contains his retribution against sinful. It contains his divine rage. My preparations are underway to celebrate his wrath and prove our devotion. For now, a veiled fen is all I require. Lady, you sound insane. A veiled fen is brightly colored in the light, but it clouds over after a short period in total darkness. They can be used to command attention from individuals or small groups of people. Public speakers sometimes use them as a substitute for charisma. Brightly colored in the light. not that thing. Nope, not this thing. Oh. Oh. This item is brightly colored when placed in darkness or drawer or cupboard. For example, the eye darkens. That worked almost too well. The two men fought as the heavens opened and the lightning flashed across the night. One man wrested the casket from the other's grasp and leapt astride his horse, galloping off into the cold, wet darkness. Oh. Oh. We're triangulating. Hello, Storm. Gotta find buildings that match up, I think. This might prove difficult. Hello, Storm. Huh. Okay, so right here, I think is this one. Okay, so that one's right there. So I found the first one. Okay, so if this is number 1. Is this number 2? And then this is number 3. So that's where we go. Oh, look at that! Yes! When I draw back the curtain, I am unable to control my exclamation of horror. Behind the dark red velvet is a silent, squirming, seething mass of eyes, all shiny and wet and alive. Fear takes hold before my mind catches up, and I understand what I'm looking at. And when I do, I realize that it is looking right back at me. The object I'm looking for sits in a small shelf below, and the eyes watch as I snatch it and get out of there as fast as I can. We think we finally located the wreck of the Orion out on the lake. Sadly, our funding has run out and we can't afford expensive diving equipment. But we put our heads together and wondered if there was another way. You're our last hope. Oh, they want that thing that lets them breathe underwater. I know exactly what you want. I saw it. It's got a picture of a lake. This thing, the Ascus. The Ascus allows the bearer to breathe underwater. The sensation is said to be the most unusual since it requires one not to breathe at all. Those that use the Ascus for extended periods sometimes forget to breathe once they are back on dry land and subsequently pass out. The core of the item is cold to the touch, but the ring, sometimes called the halo, stays warm. I think it's this thing. No. Cold to the touch. The ring called... Not that thing. Okay, what am I looking for? Not that. Not that. Nope. No, completely cool. Nope. Nope. Ah. Nope. Ugh. Says the core is cold to the touch. Cool, cool, cool. Warm. Cool, cool, cool. Warm. It's gotta be this. No, it's not. How is it not this? Cool and smooth, polished, rough. No. Mm. I mean, how is that not it? I've also lost my cat.
Hey, bitch!
Hey, Hoko! Welcome in! I am lost. I am looking for something with a ring. Oh, this has a ring on it. Put a ring on it. Full and smooth. Surprisingly warm. Is this it? Is this it? Don't make me do the insanity thing. Okay, that's it. This item has a ring. Somebody put a ring on it. Closer inspection reveals the ring is warm, whereas the rest of the item is cold. Okay. We are doing strange antiquities where I'm pretty sure everything in this place is cursed, including me. I am cursed. I am close, but I need more power. I need Saint Cedric's thunder. Say that 5 times fast. And quickly while the storm's raging. Saint Cedric's thunder. Saint Cedric's thunder is used to store the power of a single thunderclap. Alchemists have been trying to harness the power for centuries, and there are rumors that some have indeed successfully used it to transmute base metals to gold. There They are placed at the tops of mountains to charge them during storms. Gemstones can be used to prevent the charge from waning over time. Well, thunder, huh? Let me see. Storm, right here. Thunder, this one. This one marks thunder. So let's see if we have anything that has the thunder symbol on it. This thing. That. Ha! First try. Symbol of the thunder appears in the class. Amethyst gemstone stones of containment can be used to prevent the charge from waning. Because I found the symbol of thunder. Pet the cat. Because my real cat has abandoned me. I've been trying to get a hold of an Ambra. Before she vanished, Verona said it might have something to do with my patients. It almost slipped my mind, but then I remembered that there's one right here in Strange Antiquities. Eli told me he keeps it behind Ethereal Key. This thing? Is it that thing? Is that the thing you're talking about? Mental fog. Like they have... Is that the... Well, that's the thing that he kept behind there. That's the thing. That was the thing he kept locked behind there. Unless it's one of these things. And I can't... how do I get in there? Okay, there has to be a way to get in there. An ethereal key. So I have to find an ethereal key. Ethereal key. Ethereal key is designed to be hidden from prying eyes. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. These are rare items, not... So gemstones. Okay. A couple of gemstones. Okay, not you. No. Wait. So how do you... Wait, how do you move them in the circular motion? Is my question. Oh! Like that! It was a key all along, guys. Look, I found a key. Okay, so you want an Ambra. You want an Ambra. They produce a Noctic field. How can you tell? Well, that thing has a symbol of confusion on it. Okay, then. Remind me not to piss this lady off. Hey, I haven't gone insane yet. I don't even know where to start. Well, let's start with your hair. I think someone tried to kill me yesterday. She had a damn Corvin's mite. I'm lucky that she didn't know what she was doing, but even so, it was a close thing. The hex grazed past my face and did this to my hair. I suppose it was only a matter of time before I created an enemy for myself. Welcome back, cat. I'm going to need to watch my back. There's some object that I can use to warn of imminent danger, isn't there? I'm sure there is. Let's see. Not that thing. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that thing. Nope. Nope. No. Wait. No. No. Nope. No. Keep vermin at bay. Nope. These common items were made using materials with connection to the ocean. They begin with superstition. Simple objects made by sailors and fishermen to keep their boats safe. To help the boat, swimmer treasures became something more, and many lives were saved. Might be this thing. I think it's that. Yeah, I think it's that. It's a shin. Common items are made using materials in the connection with the ocean. So, let's find something that's made from ocean materials. Stone. Stone. Green organic material, wood. Limestone. But it's made of limestone. It's got... What is that symbol? I don't know what that symbol is. Paralysis. Is that symbol paralysis? It is. Ah, not that. That's a compass. That's bronze. Some kind of green organic material. It sounds hollow. Hey Shin, welcome in! It's hollow when tapped. Gold. Oh, I don't want this. No. Huh. This is harder than I thought it would be. It's got to be a simple object. No. See, confusion, poison, weakness, wisdom. This is the simplest that we've got. I'm gonna guess this thing. No, not that thing. But what do you need? Okay, so not that. So you need to watch your back. So you need something that's going to warn you of imminent danger. Dude, I don't know. Danger. Silent breath or spirit? Spirit vault. Or dangerous. Silent breath. Okay, a small token taken from the living white stag. While the stag lives, item will retain its power line. The bear just sense danger before it arrives. Okay, so you want that thing. That's what you want. Take it. Take it and leave my shop. Before I go insane. They found some poor soul washed up on the lake shore, an older lady by the sounds of it. Drowned. But that's not the worst of it. Her eyes were all black, just like the others. I'm not taking any chances with the water around here. I'll take a bones guard. A bones guard? A small item known as a bones guard can be placed in any liquid to render it safe to drink. King Cedric the Meek was well known to be terrified of being poisoned, so always drank from the same goblet and always placed a bones guard inside. He was stabbed to death in 1203. These objects bear the mark of the antidote. The antidote. 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 Yo, I'm not finding... not finding it. Mark of the Antidote. Oh, I found poison. Is antidote just poison upside down? Psh, hell if I know. This guy just has poison upside down. Here, have him. Oh my god. I'm afraid I can't pay you, but I can offer a trade if you accept it. Okay. He's giving me a hand. Thanks. The rider was lucky. He made it to Blackburrow and found refuge there and was nursed back to health. He would later discover his left eye was permanently blackened, like his partner's eyes had been. Oh. To my left, the day. To my right, the night. To my left, the day. To my right, the night. I find the row of 3 tombs in the upper levels of the catacombs. The cool darkness is strangely calming at times down here, and I sit for a while in quiet contemplation. When I rouse from my thoughts, I look down at my feet and find an item there. Had it been there all along? I never noticed it when I sat down. Okay, that thing's kinda creepy. Hi, mailman! I've been hearing a worrying rumor about Verona Green. They're saying she drowned in the lake. I hope for all our sakes they're wrong. Here's the mail. According to family legend, an ancestor of mine hid an item of thaumic significance in his burial chamber. It has never been found, but not for lack of trying. I was tempted to search for it myself until I learned that it was in the catacombs in a place known as the Hall of Shields. Perhaps it's better to leave it to those who know what they're doing. The Hall of Shields. Oh. It's here. As I descend further into the catacombs, a strange sensation comes over me. It is not fear, although fear is mixed in with it. With cold clarity, I know at once what it is. I have entered an area known as the Depths, a place where few have been and fewer have returned from. Not even Paliants can clear the air here and render it safe to breathe. But there is a way. Slate miners inhale the vapors produced by the spirit called a wandering shroud. They say it invigorates their senses and stays the mind rot that would otherwise consume them. It would be dangerous to continue exploring down here without following their lead. Wait, I need... Okay, so I need something that's going to... A spirit vault, also known as a footed chamber, is a receptacle used to store a wandering shroud. The interior is lined with a paste made from sulfur, hence the nickname. They are not considered dangerous, since shrouds tend to be benign, but on occasion they do not take kindly to being restrained. A faint vibration of the receptacle can be felt when the shroud is held within. Spirit vault. Not that. No. Spirit vessel. Which one are... If I were a spirit vessel, which one would I be? The smell like rotten. Okay, that's sulfur smell. That is a sulfur smell, correct? Rotten eggs. Rotten eggs is a sulfur smell. Okay, it's got to be this thing. I tried to breathe in the vapors from the wandering shroud, but to my horror, I realized that the spirit vault is empty. My vision starts to blur as the cloying air of the depths fill my lungs, and I stagger away in a daze. When at last I reach the surface, I take a deep breath of the fresh air, but my lungs ache for some time after. I need to be more careful. I have written to Barton Potter, and he will know where to find a wandering shroud. So this is gonna go in here. You are not allowed. You are forbidden. Forbidden. Oh, I've done something quite stupid. I wouldn't. You're forbidden. I went exploring in Heathwood and came across a grave. It was overgrown with dark brambles, so I started to clear them to get a better look at the inscription. I wasn't as careful as I should have been. The thorns were thick and menacing, and I scratched my arm on one of them. I have not felt well since. Please help me. You're cursed. What curse do you have? A heart of the suffering feels constricted as though clamped on a vice. The skin is pale and cold to the touch, and veins stand out. You have black heart. Okay. Blackheart. Lamb siphon. To reverse the effects of the Blackheart curse, a skilled hand is required to perform the procedure, drawing the curse from the body over a course of hours. The instrument is made using a dried seed pod of... Okay. So it is this thing. I've already felt this thing. It is this thing. The spherical part of the item clearly resembles the seed pod of this sheep snap plant. Yeah, that's the thing you need. Thaddeus. You don't know me, but it's time I introduced myself. I am the curator of the Museum of History here in Undermere. Eli and I have a complicated relationship. Don't all siblings? I don't tend to come by the shop much anymore, but I heard he had left town for a few days. I wanted to bring him this, but I know he'd only turn me away without even looking at it. Okay. A thing! Ooh. I'm gonna put it right there. No, it's a hangy thing, so I'm gonna put it up here. I hope my mother is okay. I've lost count of the amount of gossip I've heard about her misdeeds over the years. The truth is, when she gets stuck into a mystery, she's been known to disappear for days at a time. In the meantime, I believe I've found another clue in the journal. The text directly before this is largely illegible, but I was able to make out a reference to a vault of some kind. What kind of vault? Okay. The resonant objects lightest first, heaviest last. 3 resonant objects, lightest first, heaviest last. Resonant. Resonance compass. Nearby resonant objects. The only objects that can be detected. Resonance objects. I got the resonance compass. Okay, so this thing. No, I want you on my table. Want you on my table. And you. Oh, look at that. Shit. Nope. Okay. I have to figure this out. Shit. One, two, three, one? No. Hmm. Well, ain't this a pickle? This is a pickle. I wonder. Okay. Yeah, so... Yep. Okay, there we go. But they have to be... Yep. Well, this is gonna be, interesting. As I try every single one of these items. Yep, there's another item I got. Okay. So that's done. That one's done. And now that that and that. Oh no, I put them backwards. Sorry. That. No. That. That and that. Open that. I just need to figure out what buttons to press. It's got to do something with this moon. Okay. No, no, no. So I notice this button as I'm staring at it, right? Because the button looks exactly like this button. And I'm like, that can't be it. It is. Spider, where are you going? So, is that the... Okay, so do I just hit there, there? Which one is that? Is that this one? Is that this one? I can't tell. That is that one. What is this? Death Skull. Okay. Cool. So now I'm pretty sure I am all done trying to open hidden objects. Oh, you can go up there. Yeah, I'm all done with all of you. Yeah, we're ready for you to come back to streaming. By the time you come back, my streak is gonna be dead. I got a fright when they brought the body of that poor drowned woman to me with those lifeless black eyes. I thought for sure it was Verona at first. She does look like her. but we're quite certain it's a lady from Hawkshead who went missing a few days ago. There's one thing I can't get out of my head, though. Why would she try to swim across the lake? In the meantime, Verona is still missing. I don't like to use thermic needles as a rule, but the circumstances are beyond the rule book. We need answers. Streak. You don't have a streak. I know. I've only visited twice, ever. I've never been to your stream before. Thermic needles are controversial items that are rarely used. They can reach into the mind of the recently deceased to give an impression of the thoughts before they died. Curiously, the weight of these tall items decreases when heated. Oh. Tall items. This is fun. Look, I can make this thing float. Okay, enough of that. It is a tall item. Using my weighing scale and a candle, I can confirm that its weight does indeed reduce when heated. Yeah, I've visited your stream twice for the 300th time. Yeah, that's happened. The people are afraid, and they are right to be, but it is too late for them. They are of no use to us, but you might be. Prove yourself, and perhaps Holgar will deem you worth saving. I require an object to steady my restless congregation and remind them why I am the one to lead us through this turbulent time. They respect strength and power above all else. Oh, I know what you want. You want, it's no, not that thing. Where is it? Yeah, I've turned 29 like 10 years now. Yeah, a fortunate. Enhanced physical strength, store strength has been sapped, whether by exertion. They are made of stone or iron and usually take the form of a small totem. Is it this thing? Stone. It's got to be this thing. Yes. Ordnance. The item bears a symbol of strength. It's made of stone. The rider's partner was less fortunate. They found his frozen body a week later. Ooh. I am marked by Jupiter. But Jupiter's my cat! The catacombs, maybe? Oh, I should look at my symbols book. Jupiter, right here. So, I should look for that. Maybe here. Yeah, right here. The mark of Jupiter on my map leads me to a square room on the ground floor. Other than an intriguing torn note, there doesn't seem to be anything of interest until I notice that the bookshelf is mounted on a runner and can slide to one side. I push it and it glides easily, revealing a hidden recess on the wall behind it. I found a snack. I found a snicky snack. And a piece of paper. The castle vaults are blocked by a diurnic seal. It can be opened by any object made from silver or gold that produces a diurnic field. Huh. The vaults? The vaults are blocked by a large iron door. It has no handle or keyhole and does not give the slightest. I realize it's been thematically sealed. It's clear what I need to open it. The castle vaults are blocked by a diurnic seal. It can be opened by any object from silver or gold. Produces a diurnic field. So I need something that is made of silver or gold. Gold. So that one. Gold. I don't want to open it with the cat. The door slides open without a sound, as though it has been kept well oiled over the years. Behind it, I find a large natural cavern that extends into the rock beneath the castle. Somewhat disappointingly, the walls are lined with racks of whiskey bottles instead of rows of artifacts that I was picturing. When I show Edmund, he is delighted, and he spends some time examining the dusty shelves. It is not long before he makes a find that I'm surprised I missed. I return to the shop with a spring in my step and a curious item that demands further study. Oh. I got a thing. And I put that back on the shelf. And the cat can go back on the shelf. And I have a piece of paper. The Bishop's Square is a simple tool my great-great-grandfather's devising, loosely based on a briar's disc. By all accounts, he was an impressive man, but it would seem his mind began to fail him at the end. Perhaps he spent too long studying his Zay. He imagined invisible enemies coming to steal away his most prized possession, so he began hiding them about the castle, noting their locations in a code only he understood. Bishop's Square. This thing. So I'm going to put this down here. And these can go in there. Because guess what? I solved them. Hello. I can't say too much, but it has fallen on me to carry a secret that people would kill for, that people have killed for. It's a lot of weight to carry around in my head, and it's getting harder to bear around certain family members. It occurred to me that it would be safer in an ecumenical. Okay, let's see. What is... An ecumenical is a receptacle commonly featured in Memento Mori, and that acts as an aid to recollection. Memory cannot reside in both the mind and ecumenical at the same time. It cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, has an ominous presence. Ominous presence. I think it was this thing that had the ominous presence. Yeah. Yeah. Let's try that. Yeah. There's an hourglass motif on the box, Memento Mori. On the closer inspection, it produces an unpleasant sensation, suggesting it is empty. Mail. People are getting restless. The followers of Holgar have been marching through the streets with that crazed priest at their head. Not long ago, that sort of behavior wouldn't have been tolerated in Undermere. Now there are people joining in. Mail. In answer to your question, yes, it is possible to capture a wandering shroud. To the north of town, if you follow the little stream up through the woods, you'll come out on a hilltop that was clearly in some ancient significance. It is not uncommon to see wandering shrouds there. Be patient, be still, and they will come. Ooh. So we are going on a hunt. So, to the north of town, if you follow the little stream, through the woods, you will come out on a hilltop that was clearly of some ancient significance. There. After a pleasant walk along the beck, I reach a series of grassy mounds, burrows. Whoever is buried in them has been important to their time. If I'm to collect what I need, come prepared. So I need my spirit vault. I sit and wait quietly and patiently, not certain exactly what I'm looking for. For some time, nothing happens. And then, long after my mind has drifted towards a warm fire and hearty supper, I notice some movement in the corner of my eye. A strange, thin mist has formed near one of the burrows. It seems to produce a sort of dark light, a contradiction that my eyes have trouble perceiving clearly. The ethereal creature, for surely this is a creature of some kind, ambles towards the vault that I have left out for this purpose, and I daren't breathe as it slowly nestles itself within the receptacle. Okay. So now I could put that in the archive. this can go away. I can get this out. And we can go back here. As I descend further in the catacombs, a strange sensation comes. Okay, so now we can use our spirit vault. I breathe deeply from the spirit vault and it clears my mind. I don't care to linger too long down here, but I forge on until I reach the unmistakable Hall of Shields. A stone sarcophagus sits on a raised portion of the rock. In the center of the cavern, I hold the torch closer to see better in the inscription on the side of the tomb. It reads, the sun's light will reveal my gift. Mystified, I cast my eyes. Okay, the sun's light. It's the sun bond? I think it's the sun bond. It's got to be the sun bond. The sun bond banishes the darkness in an instant, half blinding my gloom-adjusted eyes and bringing summer's warmth to the cold cavern. Blinking and squinting, I notice that one of the shields in particular is glowing in the bright light. I reach up and pull the shield down to reveal a small cavity hewn in the rock behind it. Inside is a blood-red urn. Ooh! I'm not sure I wanted that. I'm not sure I wanted that. I'm not positive I wanted that. Yeah, I'm not sure I wanted that. I got to thinking after I left earlier. Transferring this secret to an ecumenical only adds an extra step. Yes, it's safer than walking around with it in my head, but I would know where to find it. What I really need is a truth conduit so I can deceive them into thinking I know nothing at all. A truth conduit. That sounds equally dangerous. These items are used by tricksters and swindlers to distort and deceive. They do not warrant the designation of dark article, but some want to apply to them, and they can be and have been used maliciously. The gentle sound they produce anchors the mind as the spell is woven, and combines symbology to deeper, more primitive powers. So mind. Deception? Truth? Nope. No. Yeah, this has the symbol for deception on it. Let's try this thing. Yeah. This item bears a symbol of deception. Closer inspection reveals the gentle sound it makes. I have never felt more tired or more devoid of life. An apathy has settled in my bones that I do not seem able to shift. But while I still have breath in my lungs, I will not succumb without a fight. By the grace of Grey, I will find a way forward. An apathy. Are you cursed? Are you cursed? Necrosis. Flesh. Those affected suffer a sensation of burning from the inside, a poison of the mind, marked by telltale blue tint. Speech becomes impossible. No? Melancholy. So you feel tired and devoid of life. Urge unwanted memories. Maybe? Gray's Grace, right there. So what? Shadow Catcher. Okay, so it's roughly that shape. Right? So it's gotta be this thing. Yeah. Using the index, I can find a sketch of a shadow catcher design in my book, a design that this item shares. Closer inspection reveals that it does indeed dispel melancholy. Oh, you're back. Nice hair. I've had a tip-off about something exciting. Have you come across the so-called nameless gods? Did you also know that the tall stones that you sometimes find in high places were once doorways of a kind? And here's the exciting part. An inscription has appeared on the stone that sits atop Weatherlim. This is where you come in. I'm confident that a pit will open the doorway. The other option is a Babelia to read the inscription. But they say that if you read the language of the nameless god, you become cursed, which I can't say I like the sound of. I'm leaning towards the more direct approach, but then again, that could be dangerous too. Oh. Let's not open the door? I don't know which is worse. Well, I don't want to open the door. So let's give him the Babelia. The opening the door seems like a bad idea. The meaning of the unusual markings of Babelia is not clear. They resemble a Mentic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a Mentic field. They could be used to aid with translation of foreign texts. Because we were going to cure them from a curse. We got the curse book. The foreign texts, although they require some skill to make use of, this ability does not transfer to spoken language. We just have to figure out which one it is. Because it's one of these. Item themselves does not produce a field. So, let's close that. Open this. Okay, so that produces a field. Our Mentic field. I don't know. It's got symbols. That's got symbols. That's, you know, that's something. Go away. What am I supposed to give? Well, let's see what figure out what a pit is. So we make sure not to give him that. And 3 different elements can be directly emitted, powerful, capable of cracking a rock. So that's got to be. Wait, where'd it go? No, I had it. This thing. This thing has to be that. So let's not give him this thing. I'm gonna try that. Oh! Fuck! Design resembles a Mentic. It does. I mean, it does. Thank you. I hope this works. Here's a token of my appreciation, something for you to ponder over. Okay. Okay. You gave me a thing. Thanks. Don't get cursed, dude. With the dreams of earning his fortune long banished from his mind, the man brought the casket to a trusted friend, the curator of a museum in Undermere. Together, they looked for answers. Oh, sword. Ooh, thorny sword. I am buried with the Knight of Thorns. The Knight of Thorns. Um... I am buried with the Knight of Thorns. Hello, kitten. Okay, so none of these knights have swords. Except for this guy. This guy has a sword. Right? So this guy doesn't have a sword, and this guy doesn't have a sword. My thinking is this dude? This dude is the only one that has a sword. It specifically has a sword. And this guy has a sword. This is the way I'm thinking it. There we go. Tomb of the Knight of Thorns resides alongside an ossuary filled with the unknown dead from the Battle of the Southern Fell. It is an unpleasant place that I do not plan to linger in. Happily, I am able to find the item I came for without any difficulty, and I quickly leave, and I don't look back until I'm out in the bright of the day once more. Ooh. A thing. I need a place to put this thing. Put it up here. Well, we have been going for about 3.5 hours. I am going to probably call it here for the day. I am going to go make something to eat. Because I am hungry. But first, I am going to rate us out to someone. I'm not sure who yet, but I will find somebody. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. My cat appreciates it very muchly. And I appreciate it very muchly. And I will be back on Friday at 5. I will be playing 7 days with Twitch integration, so you guys can all watch how many times I actually die. So yeah, it will be great. I will be back with Strange Antiquities next Monday. And we'll see if I can't finish out Strange Antiquities next week. It should be reaching the end. But we are going to raid out to Vrelia, who is just starting. So just starting up right now. So we'll be raiding out there. So I hope to see everybody on Friday. And everybody say hi to Vrelia. And I will see everybody later. Thank you for hanging out. And I love you all. Have a nice Monday. Have a good week. And yeah, I love you all. Bye. Oh no, the surprise! Stop!